Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi. Can you hear
Hello,
us?
Mr. Marwan. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. How are you?
I am fine. How are you? I,
Yeah, we are
I hope
great.
everything is fine. Yes, I am glad to hear that.
Thank you so much.
Students are gathering in this time, but I think we can start
Okay.
our talk. So, hello, everybody. It is a great pleasure to see you and have opportunity to learn from you once more. Could you please introduce yourselves to us?
Sure. I am Marwan Ibrahim. I'm an architect. I got my degree from Istanbul Kültür Üniversitesi, and I got my master's degree in Bahçeşehir University. And right now I'm working for Yöntime with Yöntime. And this is my friend, Mr.
Hello
Ahmet.
everyone. It's honor to meet you here today. My name is Ahmet Aljenbaz. I'm also master. I have a master architect in architect. I graduate from nearest university in Cyprus. Also, I'm working here in Yöntime since like 6 years ago.
Mm. So it has been 6 years.
Yeah, time
It
is
is really
flying.
great. It is really great to hear that. Our students, if they remember, we had our previous event with Yöntime too, and we had a talk with Miss Nazlıcan Atalar and Mr. Eftal Akçay. So it was such an inspiring discussion that we also thought everyone should benefit from this presentation that you will also have today. So that's why we will be listening to you in English with Miss Nazlıcan Atalar and Mr. Eftal Akçay. We had in Turkish. So our students also or everybody can find the full video in our YouTube channel. So today we are eagerly looking forward to learn more about signage and wayfinding. So we can start if it is okay for you.
Yeah, for sure we can start as well. If I can you please let me share my
Okay. Yes, okay. I will let you to share. Um, yes, now you can share.
yes.
And also, we are recording this presentation so everyone can reach that presentation in English version in our YouTube channel too. So we can start.
I'm very sorry. I shared the wrong one. I'm sorry. Okay, can you see it right
Yes, now
now?
we can see. Yes, we can.
Okay. So again, hello everyone. We will be speaking today about wayfinding, and we will be starting with a very small question. Imagine yourself entering a building from an enormous door, which you don't know from where you entered, which floor are you right now, or which door you entered from, or where exactly, and you're just keep looking for the information desk, and you can't even find anyone to help you. It's a really scary story, you can imagine. And if I were you, I would just leave the building without even trying to enter inside. So the wayfinding meaning is to show you the easiest way or the easiest or the most simple way to find your destination the second you enter the building until you leave it. So this process has main four factors such as the psychological
Sorry,
factor.
sorry to disturb, to interrupt you, but we cannot see your screen now.
Is it shown right now?
It was before, but now we cannot see it.
Let me check.
Check it again from the browser.
Can you see it right now?
Is it okay right now?
And now, yes, now we can. Okay.
Keep it like this. We
Okay,
don't
I will
need to
keep
change
it. So we were saying there are four main factors for wayfinding, such as the psychological one, sociable one, and
I
commercial
showed
one.
Marwan. We can see the screen, but it is like a little bit smaller than normal, you know.
Because last time when we made it bigger, there was a problem in sharing, I guess. Is it still shown right now?
Yeah,
Is it shared?
it's better right now. Yeah.
Okay. So, for example, when you enter a hospital and you have you don't feel fine. So the only thing you don't want to feel is being stressed inside this hospital. So you want to find your way directly, maybe to the doctor or directly wherever you are going, to the X-ray place or whatever. This is what we call by psychological factor, which affects the customer or the consumer. Sociological factors, such as when you go to a stadium and you don't keep looking for the entrance, actually, you just go with the people. Wherever they go, you just go after them, which is already a way of finding your way as well, too. Commercial factors, when you enter maybe a mall, a shopping mall, the only thing you want to see is where's the shop you're going to, or maybe you're going for having a lunch. You want to know where's exactly the food court, or maybe there are some shopping malls, they are forcing you to check all the other shops before reaching your place. So it's just a commercial factor affecting the wayfinding as well too. So the external factors, such as you're on the road, there's a traffic. The easiest way is the traffic lights just helps you to go right or left, or even change your way for an easier accessibility, let's call it. So everything around us, such as, let's say, signages, let's say drawings, let's call it some lines drawn on the ground, everything, the lights, everything is just affecting our wayfinding system. Everything is leading you to your destination. So summing up the meaning of wayfinding is it's a informational system that guides people through physical environment and improve their understanding and experiences in a space. So wayfinding an interior design or interior space, it's always the way you use the pattern, the color, maybe the width of the corridor, how the wide or the narrow, how the corridor is narrow or wide, it affects the lights used, maybe even the texture used in the interior design. It always affects the way the consumer inside the space and the way he is reaching his destination. Also the outdoor, let's say, factors such as the lights in walking tracks and running tracks. They're always affecting the way the safeness in the place as well too, visibility, the surrounding as well too. So it's sometimes the lights even shows the place where you sit, the place where you go, or you have to walk. Maybe you can even see the end of the street. This gives you a feeling of safeness. Also, for the landscape designs, landmarks, monuments, they always help you to find out where are you and the feeling of the surrounding around you. So as you can see in these pictures, the effects of signages in our life, how important it is. For example, in the streets, you have to show the way you are going in the right and the left, so you have to keep going forward. For example, in street signages for cars, or even hotel signages or shopping mall signages, you have to make it as, let's say, simple and easy to be reached to the place you are trying to go. It's not about how fulfill you are filling the place with signages, but how simply you can let the people consume and reach their place. So some of the reasons that everyone needs to understand and participate in this wayfinding system is the safeness and security that it gives to the consumer, such as emergency situations or in the crowded places, such as stadiums, as we have mentioned before. Disabled users, you have to make their life easier to reach where they are going, inside and outside door areas. passing the streets, you always have to lead them without any help, without being needed to anyone. Also, the city brand reputation. If you have been before to Canada, America, or even UK, you can always check the traffic light colors. Actually, in some Canadian cities, they use specific colors, so you can understand whenever you see that traffic light, you understand it's in that city. You're seeing a bus, it's always in that area. So traffic light, the color or the shape of the sign can always represent the city you are. Efficiency and pleasure. We are always trying to let the customer reach let's call it the high level of unstressful experience inside the building and outside it as well too. So orienting it in a really easy and efficient way and pleasure way, so he can come back to our place again. The commercial oriented behavior, as I already mentioned before, some shopping malls are already trying to let you pass through all the shops before leaving the area, which will help them in a commercial way, such as the airport as well too. You can't reach your gate before passing through the duty-free area, which is a commercial way as well too. So the big mistake that can be done is, depending on the customer map or the imagination for him, just let him enter the building and leave him for his imagination or his memories in that area. We always have to show him the full picture of the space with some maps, some signage, some information desk as shown in the picture on the left, reception sign and floor information signs as well too, to lead you and give you the whole picture of the space without being lost. So some of the mistakes that people always do while designing the wayfinding designs, such as making them very full, specific, don't make them thick. I mean, make it as clear as possible. Don't make the customer keep thinking much. He doesn't have time for it. He will fed up and will not even look at your sign again. Direct or to a specific area or a target to his space wherever he is going. Avoid information overload. Don't make it much writing. Just make it simple and make it clear. Always avoid, as we said, overload and showing them necessary, and provide a safe escape in case of emergency places. Ensure the space of using symbols and signs, some pictogram information to make it easier to understand if you don't know the language of this country.
Yes, hello again. I'm gonna explain to you the general type of the wayfinding and the wayfinding signage system and how it's divided to 4 main types. And I'm gonna make it clear and briefly for you. At the beginning, we have the directional signages, which is provide the direction for the user to find their destination. As example, they need to go to the pharmacy in the hospital, so we can show it in the sign by putting some arrows that's showing them the easiest way to go to that destination. For the second type, it's called information sign. This sign it's provide the general information sometimes, as example in the entrance of the building. We can put it in the lobby area, in the most crowded area actually, and it's going to mention all the function inside this building. According to that, they are going to find their destination by reading this information. Also, in the information sign type, there is also we can make the sign. We can make some type of signages as a map of the building by providing a map of the floor plan building as example. And also at the same time, This information can be do it in indoor and outdoor, as example, as you see in the photo here in this slide. For the third type, it's called identification sign. Actually, it's providing the information about the function of specific area. As example, when we are going to enter to some department, as example, we put some sign. It's called identification sign. This one, it's provide the name of this department in order to know that we are already reached to this area. Also, it's including the door sign, also the door sign, room sign, room number sign also. Those information, it's called identification sign. For the fourth type, it's called regulation sign. This type of sign, it's give the warning sign and regulation of this area. In some place, as example, swimming pool, there is some regulation and warning information need to be mentioned. This one it's called under the regulation sign. Also in the traffic sign, there's some information need to be mentioned also for the traffic sign in outdoor area. Also, it's called regulation sign. Here we are going to explain to you the steps or the process of starting the project. When we start the project, when we take a project and we need to start to do the wayfinding work on it, we're starting step by step. The first step are going to be analyzing the project and understanding all the function and surrounding inside this project. And according to that, we are going to figure out the next steps and working continuously with it. As you see here, after we understanding the function of the building, we highlight it with different color in order to understand the way that we are going to navigate inside it, and which area are most important for the users. According to that, we are highlighted, and after that, we are doing the full analyzing the strategy, which is shows to us the main entrance, the emergency exits, also the main corridor, the secondary corridor, and we define the destination point. The destination point for the making the decision making of the moving inside the building. According to that, it's going to be easier and easy to clear to understand the movement inside this project. After finishing the analyzing process, we starting the next step. Next step is defining the type of the signage that we need to use it inside this project. As example, in the exterior area, as you see here in this slide, there's so many different signage that we can use it in the exterior area or outdoor. So according to the first step, the analyzing that we work on it, we decide which type that we are going to need to use it, and define it and continue with it. Also in the interior area, have the same idea. We need after we finish the studying, we are going to figure out the type of the signages, and as you see in here, there is so many type. Mr. Marwan, if you can make a zoom in on some of them. As you see here, this one, the door sign type, also the pictogram. This one is we call it the pictogram sign. It's identify the toilets or some specific rooms. Also, as you see here, there's a plate sign, identification department, suspended, so many different types. Let's continue, Mr. Marwan. After we figure out the type of the signages and we finish this stage, we are going to the next stage. Next one, it's called the signage distribution. In signage distribution, we make distribution of the all type that we have that we are defined it at the beginning inside the plan, and each sign that we are going to put it in the plan are going to have a unique code and unique location code also. The coding system are going to be divided like 4 different type. As we mentioned before, the signage, there is 4 type, the identification sign and the information and the direction and the regulation. According to this 4 code, we are going to separate our distribution according to this code and make location code for it. Here we are showing some example for the layout that we are submitted according to get the official approval for continuing the work. After we get the official approval, we start working on the design. In the designing work, we need to consider something that after we studying the building and the interior of the building, the material, the color, the main concept of the building, all of those points we need to consider it according to make our design going smoothly with the building. In this case, when we do this step, when anybody see this sign or this design are going to understand, oh, this one is related to this project. This is very important point. Also the material, there is, as I said, there's so many different material we can use, like stainless steel, aluminum, acrylic, maybe some brass, maybe some kind of marble as example. It's depending at the end on the material, on the suitable material that we are going to use it in this project, in this specific project. Also, one of the points that we need to consider, the colors. The colors need to be need to be clear for the users to be read and not to be annoying on. What was it?
To take the attention of the customers as well.
Yes, to take the attention of the customer also. And sometimes and some brands they need some different color in order to take the user attention. This one is like for commercial reasons, but in general, when we are going to think about the design, we need to make a good color, a convenient color that can be go smoothly with the project also. Also, here we are going to mention the formation of the sign, the design in general, such as the shape that we are going to follow it, or the concept that we are going to make it. As I mentioned, it's going to be related to the project, to this specific project that we are working on it. Also, we can use some kind of pattern. This pattern maybe it's going to be related to the area, to the surrounding, or to the project as well. Here, when we after we finish all those steps, going to make the design. In order to give this design to the production phase, we need to give all the information that we prepared in one file, which is called like shop drawing. This file is defining the printing way, the installation way, also the production way. Also, it's mentioning the material. As you see here in this example, this one door sign that we prepare it made from acrylic and other material. Also, we use some button. This button we identify here the way of the printing way of this button, how it can be done, and in this way we can make it and produce it and install it easily. Here you can see some of the machines that we are going to use it in this process.
So as Mr. Ahmed mentioned before, while designing, we are showing the fonts, the fonts we use in the project. So the fonts must always be clear, readable, and bold for the users, for all kind of ages, and it can be seen from all kind of distances. For example, as can be seen from this chart, there are some laws for the dimension of the used or the font which is being used in the project, such as from 3 meters away, it should be at least 25 millimeters to be seen and to be readable easily. Also, it can keep going until 76 meters and more, according to walking pedestrians and from the cars as well. So, using symbols, it can always help the consumer or the user to understand whatever is written or we're trying to give or trying to show or trying to say in our signage. Sometimes you don't know the language of this country. All what you need to see is just a simple sign there or a symbol which shows you what we're trying to say there. Consistency. So by combining all the materials, the font, the design, and everything we have spoken about, it's time to make a family of this design. It's just the door sign, the sign, or the information sign. All of them should be in a consistency together. They're all the same spirit. They're all the same color. Maybe can be all the same, even the type of the same shape or the same pattern used on it. That will make it more easable or more, let's say, acceptable for the consumer in that space. By seeing it, you understand that sign is for that project. After finishing the design, we're going for the message content list. It's an Excel document which we write everything we have spoken about before. The codes which we put in the distribution plan. Also, we put the type, description of the type of the sign we will be using. We are showing the location, the floor, the type, as I have mentioned, and also the message is going to be written there in both languages. It's going to be in a foreign country. Mostly it's the current language and the international language, which is English, most probably. And also sometimes we add the braille on it, but this is the next step. And the next step, which is going to be before the production, and to get the approval for the job, we have to make something called booklet. Booklet is showing everything in a realistic way. Whatever you're going to be produced, you're going to see it in that booklet. It's going to be showing the last colors, the last shape, the last dimension, and the last, let's say, the last shape of the sign and how it's going to be in the real life. The content's written on it, the braille, everything is written there. So, life without disabilities. This is one of the most main points we are taking under consideration while designing wayfinding systems. We're always focusing how to orient disabled people without being needy to the others, or even thinking about, or being scared of maybe walking or going out of the elevator, just don't know where it's going. It's just leading you wherever your destination is. So using Braille or Braille alphabet, which is a system or a touch writing way, which is helping them to read whatever is written on the sign without even asking anyone. Access and life products such as the chaos and imposed maps. Normally, there are two types of these maps. The first one, which is the imposed maps, which has Braille on it, so they can just touch it and understand wherever they are and wherever they are going. Or there's the other type, which is with sound, he's just clicking on the button and starts speaking alone. Now he's telling where is he and where he has to go and his route he has to follow. Also, the tactile surface, which is used, you can see it normally in outdoor spaces, and it's used in indoor as well. These tactile surfaces help them to reach their space or reach their place without any help or anything. So as an overall, to summarize it, it's always been necessary and needed through the humanity because it's quite simple. We have always need to get in different places. We have been traveling across a small village even through. By considering the needing and different categories of users, using technology and understanding the psychology behind the navigation, it can continue to involve the offer more effective guidance in the future. However, it should always and never be seen as an afterthought. And that's it. And thank you.
Thank you very much for a very comprehensive presentation. We are delighted to have the opportunity to listen again such a comprehensive presentation for us. So for this talk, based on the feedbacks from our students for the previous presentation, we have seen how helpful these presentations have been for them. And this makes us very happy, actually. And whenever we notice that students need guidance or are struggling with a particular topic, we immediately recommend them to watch the talk we had with Nazlıcan Atalar and Eftal Akçay. But now, thanks to you both, we will have also be able to offer this resource for our international students too. So for this, we are truly grateful to you. And I want to ask our...
It's an honor to be here.
It's an honor to be here also from us.
Thank you. So I would like to ask if our students or anybody have any questions. So this semester we have also restaurant design, hotel design, veterinary clinics, office design. So those all spaces, interior spaces or in exteriors, we always need a signage and wayfinding system. So our students, I am sure they will be very it will be very beneficial for them. But since for now, anybody have any questions? This is a great opportunity to ask if you have any. Okay, I think it was, as I mentioned before, it was very comprehensive presentations that students or anybody, I am sure, I am almost sure, we cannot find those informations in web sources easily. So this is very great opportunity to us also. So thank you for your time, for your that kind of informations that you have been explained to us. So we would like to host you also at our university, and hopefully one day we can also meet you in person, and hopefully this can be our next gathering.
That would be great.
With you both, with Nazlıcan Hanım, Nazlıcan Atalar, Eftal Akçay, we will be also very happy to meet you also in person.
Thank you so much. It would be an honor for us to be a really nice experience for us.
It is also the same for us. Thank you for your time, and hopefully we will meet in person in person for the next year or next semester. Hopefully we will be in contact too.
Hopefully, yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you Nazlıcan Hanım. Okay. So since there is not any questions, we can finish. We can end the talk. And I want to repeat also that since we were recording this conversation, this talk, you can watch the English version or Turkish version in our YouTube channel. So you can find it there. In couple of days, we will be uploading this talk also in YouTube channel.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
was great to meet you all. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We are glad to having you us here.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
And hopefully see you for the next hour meeting.
Hopefully.
Sure, that's for sure. Hopefully. Thank you.
Hopefully.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you.